over a period of time, you've learned.
Yeah, I've learned. I mean, like
that dog's only got 3 legs. Did you see that? And it was running anyway. So yeah. Snap, clapperboard. Hi, it's Owen, I'm from Motor Addicts and I'm back, and I wanted to give you guys just a tiny little review of my buddy Matt's Volkswagen Caddy, mainly because everyone has, there's a lot of cars that are modified and people have a vision of how they want their car to look like when it's finished, after they've finished spending money and time on it and stuff like that. But in this instance, from the way I see it, Matt has come from a completely different angle, and he's attacked the car, which was mine years ago, what, 12 years, something like that, years, yeah. Like a whole age ago, and it looks so different to what it does now. Originally it was a 1.6 petrol Volkswagen Caddy. It was a real, yeah, like builder's van, right? Yeah. So yeah, and I enjoyed it. I couldn't fit in it very well, so and Matt was like, I'm gonna have that. Do you know what? Actually I sold it to you on the provision that
I never sold
it. Yeah. And he was like, no, I'm never going to sell that. And here we are 12 years later, and it looks completely different, drives completely different, handles completely differently, sounds completely different. And so I'm going to take you guys on a little walk around and take you for a little drive and show you just exactly this bonkers car that Matt's created. So the first thing is obviously going to be the engine. That doesn't belong there.
No.
What's it out of?
It's a 1.9.
Yeah.
PD.
130 horsepower.
Out of a 2002 Mark IV Golf GT.
With a 6-speed gearbox.
With a 6-speed.
There's a lot of numbers and letters for you. Go Google it. But what the point of it is that it's 130 horsepower in a car that weighs probably a lot less than the car that it was supposed to be in it. Yeah, exactly. So it's lively. Don't get me wrong. So it's got individual master cylinders for the front and rear and the clutch. Yeah. And this is the catch tank. There's catch tank there, and there's a
that's for
header tank.
That's for my washer jets, actually.
That is so severe.
Gave me a
so it's not like you've just got the wallet out and gone bosh and like bought you've. No. Put the money in the right places, like with the brakes, like with the servo system, and
don't look at that.
Yeah, apart from that, can we just get a quick look at what's under there? So that's, but that looks cheap, doesn't it? How much is that?
That was 54 quid.
54 quid for an oil filler cap, right? Yeah. But it's a Bentley one, obviously.
You look inside it, and
it's a Volkswagen emblem.
It's Volkswagen emblem.
Good old Bentley. Anyway, let's have a quick look around the rest of the car, right? So,
wheels are off a MX5.
Right, and
they're Rotor Grid Vs.
Yeah.
15, and I think they're on a 7J.
The offset is nuts as well.
The offset is ET0, and then I've got a 15mm spacer in there as well.
So that was the reason for the arches then, so that it was all flush and it sort of matched. Otherwise, I mean, if there's a stock wheel arch, they're going to be like out here.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to fit them on. I was so happy. I got the wheels and I went to fit them.
They look great.
And they hit the caliper, and I was like, oh no.
So you got to come out more.
So I come out more, and then it got ridiculous, and I thought, well,
cover it with something.
Well, yeah. And then I looked, 300 quid online for a Bird Cup kit.
And that's the arches?
That's the arches and the front spoiler.
And the front spoiler.
For 300 quid.
Yeah. No. Oh, there's one thing I want to show you, right? I don't know, can we start this up, or is it going to be too loud for the mic? Right. Matt, just key it up quickly. When I say this car's nuts, there's a few things on there and you're like, why? But then surely that's the point of art, without getting too philosophical. That's the point of art and someone's vision, is that it doesn't have to have a reason, because it's how it makes you react to it, I suppose is the point.
You've got to charge it up.
What?
Just hold it on there. Just hold it on there. Just
hold the phone?
Yeah.
What am I doing here?
It's military grade.
So, this is the wing of the car. That's fine, you don't need to. Go on then. I don't know how to turn it off. Stuart, can I have your attention, please? Why would you put a boost gauge in the outside ring of your car? It doesn't matter. It's there anyway. Nick just pointed out this. I don't know if you want to. Nick, what was it from? ST205. ST205 Toyota Celica GT4.
What an awful car. What an awful car.
Let's come and have a look inside. Matt, talk me through what's going on inside. Crazy, right?
Where do you want to start?
Well, exactly that, right. So it looks nuts until you see stuff like the pedals. Have a look at the pedals. And what pedals are they, Matt?
That's out the Mark IV Golf, the accelerator, because it's drive-by-wire.
Yeah.
But I wanted a Momo, you know, something nice to put on there, so I took it and drilled it out and stuck a Momo.
But the pedals coming up from the floor, so that's
Yeah.
that's for the separate master and clutch cylinders.
Yeah, all the master cylinders are underneath here.
They're underneath that plate?
Underneath that plate. When I first bought the pedals, there were forward-facing ones, but then I had to get reverse-facing ones because I ain't got no room, and I would have had to cut into the steering rack.
Seats,
that's
leather, the leather on the seats?
Yeah, that was an old sofa, which I wanted to work on the car through the winter.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to be out in the cold. So
Yeah.
I took the seat in and then just used a bit of duct tape for a template, and then used a nail and a hammer and then stitched them all together because I wanted half leather,
Half actual marine.
Yeah. This is from the British Army. It's got
Yeah.
the badge there.
And there's switches and what we've got over here?
That's your power steering.
Which it never had power steering, right?
No. That's on an electrical system, and then you just turn that for light, and then that turns light.
So it's electric power steering for what, a Mark 1 Golf?
Yeah, it's a kit that you can buy called Easy Steer. They use a Corsa B steering rack,
motor, yeah.
and then you send off your
column, yeah.
and then they send you one back.
So it's got, see, I like how you've done all the bits that actually make a difference to how it drives, and you spent the money in the right places, but then where you don't have to, you're like, well, I'm just going to do it my way.
Yeah, I mean, I got stack gauges because I wanted, you know, because I spent
well,
a lot of money.
Are they?
No. But they give a good feedback on
everything that's going on.
Everything's going on, yeah.
Oh yeah, the spoiler as well. What's the spoiler off of?
That was an old sign that blew down in the wind, and I nicked that, and that's a scaffold pole. Aluminium, and yeah.
So it's not actually a spoiler at all, but
and then I just love like speed holes.
Just making it, yeah, exactly.
Speed holes.
Tail lights, what are they are?
Cadillac Coupe de Ville.
So they're still Caddy tail lights, but just
different sort of
Cadillac
Caddy,
rather than Volkswagen
Caddy.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah. So basically, you've seen the outside of it, you've seen some of the inside of it, and I'm just going to go and take it for a drive and see what it drives like. If it drives anything like it looks, it's going to be a bit nuts. So let's go for a drive. Talking of engine changes, right? So this Caddy was mine, how many years ago? 12 years ago? Something like that.
Yeah, about 12 years ago.
So, talking of engine changes, it started off as a 1.6 petrol.
Yeah.
It's now got the 1.9, you might be able to hear the turbo.
Yeah.
It's got the 1900 PD motor out of a Golf GT TDI.
Yeah.
130 horse, isn't it?
With the 6-speed gearbox.
With 6-speed gearbox as well.
Yeah.
But so not only that, so yeah, it's more powerful than what it was. Yeah, it goes better, but trying to keep like those little wheels pulling you forwards, it just wants to wheel spin all the time. It's just unique. I can't even get into words at how every single bit. You'll see in some of the stills and some of the shots we'll do of this car. Every single thing has been changed at one point.
Yeah, fuel tank. That's
everything. It's like start from scratch.
Yeah.
Start from scratch with no full facility workshop. No, like, I mean, if all these guys that are doing engine swaps from one car to another have normally got like facilities or a ramp or like, you literally have gone, right, how do I do that then? How do I do that then?
Yeah.
But then just work through problems.
Yeah,
like
just work through problems.
spins the tyres all the time. We have got, it's a little bit damp at the moment, but in the dry it's the same. I drove it in the dry briefly a little while ago, and it's still the same. It spins the tyres through first and second, and it would probably try through third. Bear in mind, it's on a stock engine, stock map. Like, it's not got any tricks, has it?
No, just cutting in air filter and straight through a pipe. That's it.
I love it. I'm not even into diesels much, but for some reason, like the straight pipe and everything, it just works.
I like going down to Cornwall. I like going places. I want to, you know, visit my friends.
So it needs to be like
York
usable.
And, yeah, well, I want miles.
You can't actually get a good idea of what's happening with the camera facing us, but I shifted from second to third, and it just wanted to dive over to the left-hand side.
It's got top
It's so lively, isn't it?
I know. But he's not a license. Well, he's a license loser, but you can have fun at sort of.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted it to, yeah. I bet you're surprised the people, wouldn't you? If you're like,
I do get carried away sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. She thought it was going to be slow, didn't she? She's like, oh, look at this. Look at this banger.
It's so funny. Oh, man. What an event. Oh. Getting out isn't glamorous. Well, suffice to say, it does drive like it looks, and it is far faster than it needs to be. It's actually a little bit scary because it's a bit damp at the moment, so it's pulling the steering all over the place, but it sounds awesome, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
It sounds wicked, and it goes all right. It's just so different to anything that that in its state that it is at the moment that I've driven. I mean, you must be happy with it, mustn't you?
I mean, if I've had a bad day at work, I get into this, and then I go out for 10 minutes, and then I'm in a good mood.
And you're all right again, yeah. And that's what a car should do. So if you're a car enthusiast, and whether it's fixing your car, painting your car, driving it, however you enjoy your method of enjoying the car, and for us car enthusiasts, that's what it's about. So yeah, take it for what it is, and whatever you're doing with your car, just enjoy it. That's the main thing. I'm signing out. That's it. I'm done.
Stop watching TV.
Yeah, get out there, build something.